to the Jewish Federation for the opportunity to be with you here this evening and talk about the important issues to the 7th Congressional District. And of course, because of this particular setting and the notification of the issues particularly of importance to the Jewish community and peace and prosperity in the Middle East. Let me say that by virtue of the experience that I had as a United States Attorney, I began a job 7 days after September 11th, where we began to see here in the United States the impact of terrorism and what it can do to the sense of safety and security of a nation. It's an experience that Israelis have lived under for generations. Looking at the issues of importance to peace and prosperity in the Middle East, first and foremost to me is the issue of Iran, the concern about a nuclear Iran and the impact that that can have on peace and prosperity throughout the entire region. We must not allow that to take place. The destabilizing influence of Iran manifests itself throughout the area, not just what it does with Hezbollah and Hamas, but what it's been doing to participating in killing our own soldiers in Afghanistan. Second, the experience that I had sitting at the top of the Sept just this summer when I visited Israel, looking out over the course and thinking back some 2,000 years ago, you had those who were trapped on the hilltop, concerned about the siege. And I think that 2,000 years later, the same kind of mentality can continue to exist. But never again is a word that is truer today than ever before with the concept of not just a nuclear Iran, but other aggressive nations and other aggressive terrorists who deny Israel's right to exist. Everything from negotiations and work towards peace and prosperity has to begin with the principle of a complete agreement with Israel's right to exist. And lastly, let me just suggest that America's role needs to continue to be paramount in promoting peace and prosperity, not just across the world, but particularly in the Middle East. Our ability to do that is dependent on a number of things, but not the least of which is the capacity that we have with our American economy to be able to support the ability for the United States to serve from a position of strength. We are going through remarkably challenging economic times. We've got to focus our efforts to rebuild the American sense of opportunity, to focus on real opportunity to create the kind of economic environment that will not only create jobs and prosperity, but give us the resources to continue to take a leadership role